All right, this is Mr. Short again. We're getting there. This deer needs to jump away. Let's put the deer over here today. He keeps hopping. It's the type of camera I use. That's the little logo they have for it. It drives me crazy too, but the camera's at school. It's at my desk, and it works really well, so I'm not paying for something else. All right, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into today's work. Eureka Math Squared, 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 5. See what we got to do today. Also, I haven't said it in a while, but first name, last name, class number, put the date on there too. I mean, it's good practice. Number 1, trace at least one pair of line segments that appear to be parallel on each object. Mark the line segments as parallel by drawing arrow marks. All right, so we got to find parallel lines. Yesterday was what? Yesterday was intersecting lines, or perpendicular. Intersecting, perpendicular, about the same thing. Today we want parallel. Parallel means they could go on and 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 never intersect. All right? I'm going to show you the parallel lines. You can draw the arrows. I don't think you need to see me draw the arrows. So, two lines that we think would go on forever, never intersect. If I'm looking on here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different ones I can mark. That's a lot. Let's take the easier ones right now. Let's not make this hard. So I'm going to go this line and this line. Okay? Those two go straight this way forever. They go straight this way forever. They're never going to run into each other. Never, ever, ever, ever. Draw your arrows on there to show those are perpendicular, and then move over to number 2. I'll help with number 2 today a little bit too. All right, so we need to find perpendicular lines again. Let's do some different lines this time. So you know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think this line is perpendicular with this line. I think those, if you measure from tip to tip and tip to tip, I bet it's the exact same distance, which means these lines will never, ever, 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 ever touch. They will go on forever and just keep going and going and going. And I'm realizing that the pink highlighter was not the best choice with the brown basket, but you guys can see it. You know what I mean. Number 3 says, draw a line segment parallel to each given line segment. Use a straight edge and a right angle tool. Mark each line segment with an arrow mark. All right, so we got to draw them. And this is where sometimes it gets a little tricky because you're trying to draw these exact parallel, but use little things to help you. You're given a grid paper here, right? So let's zoom in a bit. They give you grids. If you look on these grids, this line here is going pretty much from 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going about 4 squares. We're starting at the corner of that one. We're ending at the corner of that one. Let's just try to get something close to that, right? It doesn't have to be the same. So I want to go, well, it doesn't have to be, it has to be perpendicular. Let me sharpen my pencil. So the line looks better with the pencil sharp. All right, so we want to try to go 4. So right there, and we want to end on 1. So if I line this up right and I can go down, see, I ended at the halfway, ended halfway. I started halfway, So I'm going to say those are nice and parallel. All right, draw your arrow on there, and let's move on. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. Some other ones. You got to do it for this one too. Make sure you draw your arrow on there. You guys don't need to see me draw an arrow. I think you can draw the arrow. All right. Oh, come on, zoom. There we go. We focus back in. Use a straight edge and a right angle tool to find and name the parallel sides. If there are no parallel sides, write the words none. Mark the parallel sides with arrow marks. All right. So I'm going to give you a hint. One of these has 2 pair of parallel lines. And one of these has let's see, do I want to give you this one? I'm going to say one of these, I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to give too much help. So I'm going to say one of these has 2 pair of parallel lines. The other one might have some parallel lines. It might not. So I'm going to leave that one to you to figure out on your own because we've gone over this. If you paid attention on your lesson in class today, if you're doing lesson 5, you should have done it in class today. So hopefully you paid attention so you know what we're supposed to be marking. You know how to make your little arrow marks, which I didn't make because I want to make sure you're paying attention. If not, go back to the last couple of pages that you should have brought home with lesson 5, and that will help you out. On the back, represent the number on the line, number line. Partition and label the number line. Plot and label the point. 1/10 600ths. 1/10 600ths. So you need to split this up. You have to show where 1/10 is on this line, and you have to show where 600ths is on this line. Okay? Find 1/10, find 600ths. This one's going to take you a little bit, and this one's going to take some time. Go slow. Make sure you put all of them out there. I would make sure I had marks that look a little different when I'm doing tenths or when I'm doing hundredths. But I might have just underlined a little clue for you to show how many marks you need to have for each one. But then you just got to show 1/10. So where is 1/10? And where would 600ths be if you had like hundredths marked off on here? All right. Again, I'm Mr. Short. This is Eureka Math Squared. 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 5. Homework on pages 31 and 32. And as always, have a